Good morning, Dubai. Good morning. You're Faith Hassan. You were the first commenter in the live. Thank you so much for commenting. This is the Lovin Dubai Show. We go through all of the top stories in the UAE and around the world. And of course, our top story today, Donald Trump in the country. We have the latest updates on what he's been up to.
And 5 kg of marijuana was seized at Zayed airport.
We're talking about the Indian tycoon Lakshmi Mittal, who has reportedly purchased a villa in Dubai for 425 million dirham.
And Dubai resident spots her nanny trying on her clothes.
Interesting story. We'd definitely like your thoughts on that. In today's rapid weather report, it's mostly sunny with temperatures ranging from 29 to 37 degrees. It's a Friday. Are you in the office? Are you flexi working?
Are you
Do
hybrid?
you have a job?
What are you doing?
What are you doing? What would you like to do? I think is the key question.
Okay, this is what I would like to do, okay? I don't mind doing the 8 to 5. I don't like it to be later in the morning or later at night. I think 8 to 5 is perfect.
Okay.
But I would like to have Fridays work from home.
Okay. Okay.
What about you?
Let's put it to the audience. I'd love to get a whip around of what is your ideal working scenario based on your location, based on your job. I mean, ideal working scenario, someone drops 100K into my account every month that I don't attend any.
And you work.
I'm a figurehead.
Yeah.
That would be the dream
I'm
goal.
just a name.
I heard it like, you know, when you work so hard in life and then you just get put into these figurehead positions.
Yeah, I know.
That's the real goal. But to get there,
you need hard work.
You need hard work. You need consistency. I think a hybrid model would be ideal.
Okay.
Because you do like the office environment. It gives you a little bit of zhuzh. It gives you a reason to buy some new outfits.
It gives you life.
It gives you life. But 5 days is a lot.
Yeah, true.
5 days is a lot. I would take a 3-day office. I would take a 2-day work from home.
Nice.
I like the flexi hours. But our job is an early starter, which I like. Wouldn't change that.
Yeah, me too. I wouldn't change it either. I know a lot of offices here in Dubai that have 3 days at the office and 2 days work from home.
I think it's being stamped out. I don't think it's as common as...
Really?
I think it's international companies.
International companies that do that.
Have it, but I think more local UAE companies don't. Apart from governmental jobs when they have got like 4.5-day work weeks.
I feel like it really does get boring sometimes if you stay at home. But like having 3 days at the office and 2 days at home, it's just... I hate the drive to work. That's it.
Do you get stuck in traffic?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. So it really depends on the day.
That would stress me out.
Yeah, on
It's
Fridays.
like either you're stuck or you're not stuck. Like
Exactly.
I need to know the exact time.
Exactly.
How do you always get to work at the same time every day if you don't?
Because I check Google Maps before I leave. Yeah.
Interesting, fair enough.
But on Fridays and after work, like after 5, there's always so much traffic for some reason.
Yeah, Fridays is a busy day.
I don't know why. And
we're all going out.
Yeah,
it's Friday.
It's Friday, but still, why is there so much traffic on the roads on Friday? And that's why I want to work from home on Fridays, so I don't have to be stuck in traffic.
It is interesting because we are a city that is growing and there's a lot of infrastructure being put in place, but there's also a lot of traffic. And one of the recommendations to reduce traffic on the roads is allowing a flexi. We don't really have a flexi option with our job, but if it's possible within your work to allow a flexi start time, a flexi day from home, because I think going to work on a Friday is much quieter on the roads because a lot of people are working from home.
I don't know why I get stuck in a lot
of traffic. Were you busy on the way today? Were you busy?
Not in the morning and after work.
Because on Friday we're going out. Maybe Friday is like...
And like there's this... The exit to Global Villages, there's always so much traffic there, and it's so annoying. But you know, if thinking about if you were a mom and you've had kids that go to school, I think you'd prefer flexible working hours.
Yeah, I mean, of course.
To match their schedule.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think it's a totally different ballgame when you've got kids and you need to think about that.
I think it depends on your type of work and life.
And what's possible. We did ask our audience, and the majority said hybrid. Interesting, a good few people, I think like 600 said full-time office life, and then 800 said full-time work from home.
I think hybrid is good.
I think hybrid's good.
Yeah.
Anyway, a man who is busy all the time, Donald Trump, has landed in the UAE, and he has been awarded the UAE's highest civilian honour. So the the President Trump was awarded the prestigious Order of Zayed, the country's highest civilian honour. Trump is the first president to receive, the first US president to receive this rare honour since George W. Bush in 2008. And it wasn't the only historic moment that took place yesterday.
And for the first time ever, Sheikh Zayed Grand Mosque closed to the public for President Trump's visit. The US president toured the mosque, joined by Sheikh Khalid, Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi, amidst some impressive deal making.
All happening in the background. So eagle eyes were staring at Twitter as Trump landed yesterday at about 4 p.m. And since then, the UAE has announced a $1.4 trillion investment in the US to take place over the next 10 years. The key sectors of investment will include technology, AI and energy.
His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed and President Trump also agreed on partnership to build a massive AI data center complex in the UAE, designed to advance artificial intelligence capabilities with 5 gigawatts of capacity, enough to power a major city.
So we're investing there, and then big news on the AI front for here, what that will mean for decades to come as we jump into the AI era. It's limitless, and it's amazing to see the UAE at the forefront of this. And finally, to mark the state visit, His Highness hosted a formal dinner banquet in honour of President Trump and his accompanying delegation. You can see the photos there of the Order of Zayed being bestowed. And Trump also had some choice words to say to the ruler of the UAE. It was so historic, such phenomenal praise. You know, we've watched Trump in Saudi, in Qatar, and he just speaks, and it feels like there is a script. You've got the Trump script, and then you've got like the additions that he's adding.
The genuine reaction and genuine feelings towards it, yeah.
He keeps going, and what he basically said, he was like, "You're a warrior. Everyone who knows you knows the level of respect that you command, that you deserve, and everyone has such great things to say to you on a state level." And he was basically just saying, "You are a true visionary," and it's something that we see here and that we know.
I agree.
President of the United States is someone that holds a lot of gravitas, so someone of that stature to bestow that praise, it's great for the UAE.
Exactly, and if you see it more and more, ever since we started 2025, we're becoming really advanced in AI and having this very big, grand investment in AI. I can't wait to see what's going to happen in the future. I think our kids are going to have such a prosperous life with AI and an AI university. It's crazy. I think we've been having talks about being in computer science, in AI, and technology, but this year is where I feel a major difference and major progress towards grasping this and seizing this opportunity of AI to be the first in the world and first globally.
I agree with you.
And more advanced like in AI, like I said.
So true.
Yeah.
And I feel like in the States, the slant on this is nearly a little bit of like a jealousy of a kind of
competition.
No, it's like, Trump, what are you doing? Like this is their technology, and it's going to have a big base here in the UAE. And I saw something about a Neuralink. So Musk is also partnering with Cleveland Clinic to build a Neuralink data center here. The technology is you think it and it will happen on your phone. I've really simplified that, and I could be wrong, but it's something about you think it and then it happens.
I think.
Would you be down with that? So you like imagine how it works. It's like, let's say you put a chip or something in your brain, and then you think your text, and then it appears. Easy peasy.
That's so scary. What if I'm thinking something wrong?
Yeah. What if I'm triggered? No, but you're able to control your thoughts, that you think bad things, but they don't happen. So it's just like you could control your phone. I don't know. I could be wrong on that. The Neuralink, Elon Musk.
Imagine if you're thinking about someone and it just appears here on text while you're standing next to that person.
Your phone just starts flaring red as you're having a conversation. You're like, oh, excuse me.
Sorry. What's this person saying or this person talking? It doesn't make sense.
So those are the AI updates. It was also amazing to see all of the local cultural elements as part of the visit. So
yeah, true.
His Highness welcomed Trump from the airplane, and there was also, it looked like his
see
daughter
the demonstration and everything.
Yes,
the flag
and the hair, the dancing, the local cultural dancing. It's so cool, and it's so energetic, and it's so vibrant, but it's also so unique to the UAE, which I thought was really special.
Yeah, and I think like Donald Trump was enjoying himself way too much with those.
I think so. Yeah, I wish we had it here.
Yeah, because of the video of him walking in and looking at all the performances and the demonstrations, he looked very happy.
He did a lot of flags,
and he loves doing this move.
Yeah, and then like this. If you'd like to see the video of the praise being bestowed on the leader of the UAE, you can find it right now on our Instagram. But let's move from other things happening in the UAE into our next story.
So a 5 kg of marijuana was seized at Zayed Airport. A major drug smuggling attempt was foiled at Zayed International Airport after 5 kg of marijuana was discovered hidden inside a passenger's luggage. The alert customs team from the General Administrations of Port, part of the Federal Authority for Identity, Citizenship and Customs, and Port Security, became suspicious during routine screening.
Scans revealed abnormal substances, prompting a manual inspection. The search was supported by the K9 unit from the Customs and Security Support Admin, which confirmed the presence of narcotics. The individual in question has been referred to the relevant authorities for legal action, with officials emphasising the UAE's zero-tolerance stance on drug trafficking. Nothing has changed there.
Nothing has changed.
We're in no drug zone.
They never learn. They never learn. So many drug smuggling stories were foiled and seized at the airport, and they still try to attempt to do it again. They never learn.
I just wonder if it's someone in a dark place, if it's complete ignorance.
It's complete.
They're going to be jailed. They're going to be deported. They won't be welcome back in the country. There's such a strict. There's no. If you're just watching the show for the first time, or if you're being introduced to UAE laws for the first time, there is a strict no drugs stance here. We don't see it on the streets. It's not ingrained in society,
at all.
To the point that there's homelessness on the streets. Like, we're so blessed that there's such a strict take on it.
Exactly.
And that starts at border control. So the people who are trying to evade it in your luggage through Abu Dhabi Airport.
Through Abu Dhabi Airport.
Stone.
This airport that I love so much.
Why do you love it?
Because it's so empty all the time.
But it's just
so
been
easy.
done up, though. Is it still?
It's so easy. Like, I'm traveling in a month, and I'm traveling through the Zayed Airport.
Intentionally?
No, I just found really good prices.
Yeah.
But I was happy that I was at that airport.
But if you're on a certain side of Dubai, the south side, I guess, Emirates South, then
it's not far drive.
It's not far at all. Imagine when the new airport opens in Dubai, and then you'll have two major airports to choose deals from.
True.
Do you choose to fly from an airport because of ease of access, like the airport itself being particularly smooth, or flight deals?
Okay, let's be honest here. I think flight deals.
Always, yeah.
It's always flight deals. But at the same time, I do consider the easiness. And because I can't handle the crowd. And if you pick, I think it depends on the dates, and it depends on the month and what time you travel. We usually travel in the morning. And this is why the airports are,
Mas's dad is a morning traveller.
He never does any late travels.
So the airports are busier then?
In the morning, they're emptier. Like, if you go there at 5 a.m., it's so empty.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's why I prefer.
I think you're so right, is that I always would say deal, but actually it's like, it's also deal, but it's also like, well, is it a connecting flight? Because I would do Abu Dhabi, no problem. I would say that, but then also if I'm doing sometimes if I fly to Ireland, I take 2 stops because I'm that cheap. But if I'm taking 2 stops, then getting back into Abu Dhabi would be a bit far. So it's like deal plus how long the flight is, plus the time of the flight when I get back to Dubai to get a good sleep before work. I have to think of all of these things every time.
But at the same time, like, if you think about it, because if you're traveling to Ireland, I know it's a long distance, even those flights that have layover flights, they're still so pricey.
Yeah, but Ireland's not that far. It's just that it's expensive to fly direct. But also, I live next to an airport that you can fly direct to Dublin. It's like 8 hours.
Okay.
But the airport I live next to, which is Cork Airport, doesn't have a direct flight. So you can fly to London and then do a stopover and then it's a quick journey home, or you fly direct to... So either way, you're doing like, whenever you land, it's either 4 hours. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's 4 hours extra from landing.
Yeah, 8 hours is a lot for me, but I consider it a long flight.
Oh yeah, I think
and
like
this is why I'm dreading. I'm like, oh, I have to sit 6 hours.
I think in New Zealand is a long flight, or a San Francisco, like 16, 17 hours.
I could never, by the way. The only reason why I never travel to, for example, US or those countries that require 14 hours of flight is because of I can't stay for more than 6 hours.
How do you
on
know?
An airplane. I can't.
Why?
If 6 hours, like it bothers me so much. If I have to stay seated for 6 hours, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't.
Oh
sleep.
my gosh! So that would be the reason that when you're 50, 60-year-old, someone's saying come to USA, when you're 50, 60 years old, it's because like sitting for 9 hours is such a treat. Someone's bringing you food. Oh my God. Someone's bringing you drinks.
Oh my God.
You've got all the latest movies.
I cannot.
An eye patch, shoulder thing.
I can't stay.
Economy class. The dream.
I have to move. Like if you're making me wait, or if you're making me stay for 8 hours on a flight,
yeah,
that's my worst nightmare.
Anyone else? Would that be
can't.
like an issue for you guys? Is that why you wouldn't fly? Well, Kirby, you fly to the Philippines. How far is that?
Long flights are pain. صراحة.
And is it fine? $10 hours to the Philippines. Although I flew to the Philippines before.
God.
And there was no entertainment.
What did you do?
Yeah, but the cabin crew do the in-flight entertainment.
What did they do?
They play games with the whole, and everyone's like, look under your seat, you'll find something, and everyone's involved.
Way.
Yeah, it was great fun. But I mean, a movie would be better. Is that right, Kirby? Yeah.
Oh my God.
And you bring your own food.
Like I'm traveling in June and I'm dreading the 6-hour flight.
Mine said that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where are you going again?
Italy.
Fab. Where in Italy are you going?
So we're landing in Milan and then we'll explore other cities.
We'll pick this up another day.
Yeah.
But how lovely. How lovely. Speaking of tycoons with cash to flash, jumping into our next story.
An Indian tycoon, Lakshmi Mittal, buys Dubai villa for 425 million dirhams. One of India's richest businessmen, steel magnate Lakshmi Mittal has reportedly purchased a luxury villa in Dubai's Emirates Hills for around 425 million dirhams, making it one of the city's most expensive property deals to date. Mittal, the executive chairman of ArcelorMittal, the world's second largest steel maker, is also among the UK's wealthiest residents. Once ranked the third richest man in the world in 2005, Mittal is no stranger to high-profile real estate.
The home has been described as a Baroque-style residence. I'm thinking like lavish, decorated with gold leaf. It's believed, so we think it's the famed Marble Palace, which was the second most expensive home ever sold in Dubai as of January 2025. That villa was initially listed for over 700 million, but reportedly sold for half that amount, which would, this is according to Bloomberg. So that home is in Emirates Hills, so we think that's the one. Interesting to see one of the UK's wealthiest residents putting such a massive spend into a home here. Gold and fancy, why not?
Oh my God. It's crazy to think that some people have that much amount of money to spend on homes, like 425 million dirhams.
You know the home that this is what we think it looks like. That's an AI generation, but it's a bit similar. So this would be for 400. Do you know that we spoke yesterday about the record-breaking one in Al Barari, which sold for $129 million. I prefer the Al Barari one.
Really?
Did you see? Yeah.
I saw the Al Barari one. I think because of the greenery, right? This was a walking area.
It's just, I feel like it's like Miami.
True.
Me and my 29 million. So you're saying you wouldn't spend 400 on
I would. It's just crazy, like, to think that someone is able to spend that kind of amount of money, you know. I think if I bought this house, I'd never leave. Everything that I need is there.
I'm not into the gold leaf.
It just feels like it's a palace.
Yeah.
And it feels like a tourist destination, you know? It's like, oh, I'm here, tourist, let's go explore this palace, take pictures.
They probably have cozy rooms somewhere in the interior.
I wonder how many rooms.
I wonder how many people man it.
Whoa.
I wonder how many steps you would take to get around the whole thing.
Whoa. And what if my mom's trying to call out for me? Like, come here, and I can't hear her.
I can't hear her.
I can't hear her.
That would, I mean, not bad.
No,
no offense to your mum. But just the privacy.
Yeah, the privacy.
Beautiful, beautiful home. The Dubai property market just continues to grow and to rise. Like every single quarter we're hearing record upon record upon record. The interest in the city does not stop, and you can see why with all of the amazing stories that come out of it. But it's Friday morning. We're going to bring you into a bit of a talk topic. This is something I saw in a Facebook group yesterday. I'd love your thoughts on it. Dubai resident spots her nanny trying on her clothes. So this is the note. It said, I have a nanny that I've employed for 1 month, and I came across her TikTok account, and when I'm out at work, she's dressing up in all of my clothes in my bathroom.
Oh my God. What would you do?
Oh, I'd be so betrayed.
I would be so annoyed as well.
I'd be so betrayed. Oh, I'd feel so uncomfortable. I don't think I could trust that person again, because you have your employee-employee relationship, but you have your own personal code of ethics.
I don't touch your stuff, you don't touch my
I
stuff.
would never.
Exactly.
I would never go to her stuff. I would never go to your stuff. I'm never, you know?
Yeah, I won't go. Like,
so if someone was able to
around.
do that and try on and then post it on TikTok, that's posting on TikTok, whatever, if that's what she does. But you shouldn't go through someone's stuff. Don't go into those cupboards, you don't know what you'll find. You know what I mean?
What are people saying in the comments, by the way? I'm curious. Are they...
Okay. First of all, the first comment is a comment on social media algorithms. So the chances of you catching her were 99% because of the algorithm, you know, basically when you're nearby.
Yeah, you could catch it.
So basically it's like, she's not that smart.
Yeah, that was a bit dumb. But like,
everyone's saying she's crossed boundaries. Everyone's
100%.
pay her full salary. No point to talk to anything, because the salary obviously probably isn't as high as her own. But everyone's saying get a new nanny.
But if you allow one breach of like snooping and trying on your clothes, and you allow it and you move past it, I think this just gives this person more space to do even worse. Because like, oh, they forgave me the first time, I can still do that, I can still do this. I had a personal experience.
Go on.
With a nanny. It was last summer, actually. So I came back from Jordan. Okay, I had a late flight. I came back home late. I had my luggage in my room. I was like, you know what? I'll just unpack whatever I had the next day after I come back from work. Slept, woke up, whatever, went to work. Next day, I was unpacking. I didn't notice that one of the dress and one of my shirts were missing, because I stayed for 10 days and I just forgot, okay? I put everything back, and then I had a gathering and I wanted to wear that specific new dress that I bought. Kept looking for it everywhere. In my room, in my sister's room, looked everywhere. Looked back in the luggage, maybe I left it in the luggage. And then I asked my nanny, I'm like, did you see my dress? Like, I can't find it, I'm panicking. And she started looking for it with me. She's like, okay, I'll look here and you'll look here. We'll find it. And we're both looking. And we're both going through the stuff, and we can't find the dress or the shirt. And I don't know why, for some reason, I got really suspicious.
You got sus.
I got suspicious.
That instinct.
That instinct, because something happened. My sister saw her, like, just looking at her stuff with one of my dresses. I went into her room, and I found my dress inside.
Oh, no. How long had she been working with you?
2 years.
Where was it?
It was in the closet. And then I didn't know what to do. I didn't take it right away, so I went to my mom, like, this has happened. And then when I told my mom that, I found it back in my closet.
Oh!
She put it back.
Wow.
She put it back. She put it back in my closet.
I'm going to do a really annoying thing, Massa. I'm going to play devil's advocate. And she's probably, you know, like, it's a different code of ethics, but imagine if she's like, well, Massa won't notice.
Yeah, I think she thought, yeah. I think I won't notice that she put it back in my closet. But I saw it in her room.
So then what happened?
So because I can't go up to her and tell her, and I didn't know what to do. So I didn't have that conversation with her. My mom did, and she kept denying it. She's like, no, I just randomly found it in one of the rooms. It wasn't in my room. I'm like, no, we know you took it.
You saw it, yeah.
And then I had one of my gold bracelets missing.
Oh, shoot.
Didn't find it. Lost it completely.
So then...
We don't know where it is.
The lady's...
She's gone now.
She's gone now.
Yeah, because she breached...
Yeah, absolutely.
I think,
You found it in the clothes. I'm really sorry that happened. It's just a really, really tricky one because salaries are lower, right? So I think that in some cases allowances are made, and then there's that there's always that empathetic side where you're thinking, you know, does she? But then when it's in your home, it's not okay.
It's
right?
not okay.
So from an outsider's perspective, you're thinking, oh, she probably. But regardless, there's got to be a code of ethics, and it's in the house. You can't go into anyone else's stuff. Just don't go near someone's stuff.
So that's what happened. Like she opened my luggage and took out that dress.
Poor lady. Sorry. Because I just feel like, why did she do that? I wonder. You're killing me. Mass is killing me. Mass is like, I'm the poor lady. This was the dress I was going to wear to my gathering. I know. It's not right. And like, I would never. It's not right. It's so not right. And she didn't deserve to keep her job. Absolutely.
So, yeah, she couldn't. No. Yeah, because my gold bracelet is still missing. Have no idea where it went. But anyways.
I don't have a nanny. I have someone who cleans my home twice a week. Thank you, Lord.
Yeah.
And I'm always messaging her because I'm like, where's this?
Yeah, because things might go missing.
No, not because things go missing, but because I just lose stuff all the time. I don't know where things go. And like, our apartment's pretty small. And just, I don't know where anything is. So I'm always messaging her. She always knows.
She always knows, yeah.
On the plus side. Sorry about that gold bracelet.
It's okay.
You're okay.
I got over it.
It's Friday morning. That brings us to the end of the Lovin Dubai show. We hope you have a fabulous weekend. There's a big list of things to do on Lovin Dubai website if you'd like to check that out. Thank you, Massa.
Thank you, Casey.
And we'll see you back here tomorrow, Monday morning, same time, same place. Bye-bye.